So here in modeling, first of all, that looks bad here.
Do you think the font should be?
Well, it's better if I think he used everything up here on top. It's better if he keeps the same. Yeah, it's better if he keeps the same style, so it doesn't change. But also this thing here, I don't want to see his Mac thing here and this thing here. Like, it should be cropped. We shouldn't be seeing this. First of all, secondly, what is this environment? Some people might not know. Yeah, some people might not read Unity over there. So I think he should show something, maybe this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the
then
homepage of Unity.
Yeah, I think like a small snapshot of this, like a recording of this from the page, like he did with the Oculus. He doesn't even need to show this, just this. And someone will be talking over and explaining we used the open source, software of Unity 3D. Then let's go.
And I think modeling is about we use the Blender and SketchUp instead of Unity.
Actually, yes, that's a good point as well.
Yeah, Unity is just for to create our environment instead of modeling.
So maybe he should have modeling here, and he should include your SketchUp mosaic and some Blender stuff. That's a very good point, Terry. And then afterwards, say that he built up the environment, that you guys build up the environment in Unity 3D, which then that connects to the Oculus, and this you build it up for the Oculus and the Google Cardboard. The Google Cardboard should be in there as a technical explanation as well, I think. Very briefly, maybe so. Did you use Unity to build it up?
Yeah, use Unity and Xcode.
Xcode. Okay, maybe he should include these two as well. Okay. I mean, very briefly. He doesn't have to. Just very quickly, and then so modeling first, environment, then building up afterwards. I mean, that's interesting that he shows how you guys, made that's an interesting. This doesn't look very good. This here, the transition from here to here, this is, I don't know, this looks quite bad. He's focused too much. Yeah, this looks a little bit confusing. Maybe if he focused a little bit further away, somewhere close to the stairs, that we can see the whole environment, because suddenly what's going on? Yeah, and here as well, maybe a little bit further. I think he's too close to the geometries. And that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. But he shouldn't cut this guy's head there. It was the recording itself, okay. Now here, we go into this room, and we have no idea what this room is. And maybe he should put some titles, like, I don't know, EG room or something. Here, he goes to the end of the corridor and he stops there. He doesn't show the most important element of this project, which is the cylinder, which you guys been struggling with like for months. Yeah, this I don't understand, and we shouldn't be seeing his. Yeah, if he can get the arrow away, if he has time to. I don't know. I'm saying things. You try to do as much as you can. If you don't have time to do some, you don't do them. But I think he should add going out into the cylinder. Maybe we can add it from your latest environment, maybe. Or maybe you'll add it at the end as improvements, or I'm not sure.
I think if you want to remove the arrow, just build it out to make it as a app, and you run it as an app, you will not.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
arrow.
Or something like that. If you can do that. Now, yeah, and he should definitely show the cylinder, because what you should guys do is you're talking about affective immersion, and we emphasize on affective intensities. And I think that now that he's showing the environment, you're recording all this, right?
Mm.
I think here maybe he should put affective intensities up there and try to show some spaces that cause this affective intensity, like going from that corridor to the cylinder, going to that red room, lights turned off, lights turned on. And then he should focus on affective intensities and the parts that show this intensity, and then and the interactive parts. And first the intensity, then the interactive parts, I think, and then the EEG rooms. Like spaces that interact with the EEG. Maybe interactive and EEG should be one. But he should definitely focus on the transitions, on going from one space to the other, causing that intensity. Otherwise, there's no reason to just show the things. But it's nice that he kind of shows that and focus there. That's nice. Yeah, here it's very confusing what's happening. He's too close, like it would be better if he was a little bit further back into the room and we can see the whole room. Maybe the whole room can suddenly drain the water, and maybe then afterwards the water can be coming up and then it goes dark and then it goes up.
And
So
Dora,
that it's drowning the player. Yes.
I think this is the first personal view, so it may not very for you mean it's too big, right? So
I think that a person should be standing a little bit at the entrance of when we first enter, where I can see the room.
Okay, I got you.
Because we're so close that we can't really see water and things, but I think it would be more impressive if he stood a little bit back. We can see the room.
Yes.
We can stand on the entrance of this
Exactly,
room, yeah.
an entrance, and then we can show where the room is bright and the water drains, and then he starts moving, the water starts going up, and then it starts becoming darker. But he should maybe, but now you didn't have that back then. But it would be interesting in the actual interactive parts to show the EEG data on the screen like you're trying to do now. It would be interesting. Now if we can do that with the new environments, fine. If not, you can say it. Or right here, frustration is high or something. Something to indicate that there's kind of an interaction with the EEG because you want to show that. You don't want to say to them, we were pressing the button. You want to say to them that this is one of the interactions with the EEG.
Sorry. Another problem, I think, that thing is
This
very
one.
slow. No, not this.
Yes, it's.
So I think maybe we can play this video faster, and it will be
Maybe.
better, I think.
Maybe, yes. Some scenes I noticed are a little bit slow.
Yeah, because I haven't changed it to first-person controller. It's all VR controller, so it's very slow.
Yeah, I understand.
So maybe we can
And-
make play this video faster and to make
Another
it
thing could be to copy the project, delete every other
Yeah.
space, and leave that space on its own. Like the ones that are really, really slow.
Mm.
Like copying another, delete everything, leave that space, it should be fine. Depending again on the time that you have. Let's move. This is, as I said before, this is not in the right zone. Like he's showing virtual reality environments and then he's showing the SketchUp thing that should be in the modeling part. Maybe that should be the last image of the modeling section because it looks really nice as a mosaic, as a concluding thing after Blender. And then he can show the Unity 3D. Mosaic is when you put a lot of. Yeah, now here. And he's showing this. I mean, you could show a snapshot of that. That was interesting as well. The Truman Show thing.
Yeah, Truman Show.
But not a picture, a small recording of it. Embedded somewhere. I'm not sure here. Here, I don't know. Here he loses a little bit the right sequence of stuff. Like he's going from here I don't understand why he's showing us. Okay, hold up. I'll wait here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Dora, do you
Yes.
think we can use this mosaic to change the scene, just like from the tank to the corridor, or
It might be a little
Before-
bit. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It might be a little bit too confusing because it has a lot of information on it, so it's not that neutral.
just like room in and room out the other mosaic and to
You mean from one
Yeah.
to the other?
yeah.
Yes, but these pictures don't represent these environments directly. But you could create another mosaic with a different. Actually, that could be interesting, but it should be the ones from Unity 3D,
Yes.
and then zoom in and zoom out if you want. Yeah. But this is a bad transition here. This is a weird transition. That mosaic shouldn't be there. And here, okay with this, but I don't think he should have this black background there. Maybe he can make this bigger and have it as one.
Room in.
Yes, like the whole thing should be. We shouldn't be able to see this as I put this on the wall, on a black wall. It doesn't look good in a video. It looks like a collage of. It looks like something you could do on Photoshop, for instance, but it doesn't look good in the video. So if you could zoom in at this, maybe even, or this part, and make it like scale it. Here he could show a little bit of Eva's trailer after here.
Yeah.
Like after this image. Or and here, yes, he should keep like he shouldn't have half of them up there, half of them here. He should choose one particular font, one particular size, and have it at one place. If that's in the middle, okay. But it should be all in the middle, not one in the middle, one up there. Like you do in PowerPoint. You don't put the title once in the middle, once at the front. You keep it the same. Maybe after this page he should show like a couple of seconds of, I don't know, a few seconds of Eva's trailer.
Yeah.
Maybe after that. Or before, as a transition. Maybe before. He can show that maybe a few seconds of Eva's trailer, the most dynamic part or something, and then this one.
版画这个视频里没有之前那个缺德的任何东西是吧？
有，待会有一点。我想问那个缺德放不到格吗？
放，上传那个。
我同学说找很久找不到。
Here it would be interesting.
昨天才发的。
Here it would be interesting if we could hear a little bit of what Eva was saying.
Yeah.
Something like maybe one or two sentences.
如果就是有很多背景音的话，可不可以考虑重录一下声音？
Oh, see here? He chose to put it there.
Yeah.
Also, you can tell him that he can. I'll show you now. Like if he thinks that there's an area where the white doesn't look very well with the background, he can turn it into black. Well, here I think we can read it, but I'm just saying in general, he can just switch. That's something that graphic designers do. It's okay.
Yeah.
It would be nice when we see that, to hear the environment,
Yeah.
to hear the going through this tunnel, the sounds. And another thing that's missing is explaining. You're explaining the different aspects, but that you're using, like Oculus, CG, etc. But you don't show the experimental setup to someone.
Yeah.
Mm.
The setup.
The setup is something. Maybe we can do it tomorrow, or maybe we can move. Tomorrow, Richard is not going to be here, so maybe we can move this chair, and maybe we can turn this like that and take some proper videos. Take some proper videos here, where you go. You show one, then two, then three.
Yeah.
Because you need to show that.
Yeah.
It's not self-explanatory to
Yeah.
someone who doesn't know the project and the technology.
He asked us to give that video, but we don't have, so we will.
Yeah, so
We call tomorrow.
Okay. This part is interesting. This part is very interesting. I think it's cool. Yeah, and you didn't show the one where the person is dropping the.
Yeah, it did.
He did. I didn't
Yeah,
see
I
in
it.
didn't
the
see that.
final, maybe.
No, I don't think
I
so.
didn't see that.
It wasn't.
You know the
I saw it.
Well, here it would be interesting if instead of showing these and then showing these, it would be interesting if he maybe split the screen so that the girl feels scared when she goes into the cylinder, into the elevator, and maybe he shows us going down the elevator and going
Mm.
up, because that's not like, okay, that's not that scary, like.
Because we don't understand what are we doing.
Here,
Yeah.
here for instance, okay, I don't think she would have reacted that much with just seeing the space, but maybe going down the elevator, going up, but he can show it into
Mm.
different screens, or maybe in here with the others, we know that we don't know exactly what he's looking at, but he can guess and put something there that could be, I mean, it's an artistic thing, it's not. No one will say, oh, we're not sure he was watching that at this moment. It's an artistic result that you're interested in. So maybe he can do that with a couple more people as well. Not all of them. Not all of them. Or maybe just with a girl. Maybe just with a girl that looks so scared.
Yeah.
Okay. That and then showing this, random. Doesn't make any sense. Up to the point where we can see the girl and that environment, the cylinder and the going down the elevator, it's okay. But now here it doesn't make any sense. Here, this, like he should be showing us the transition from one space to the other, like, or at the beginning of the space and going outside. And I think this should be part of when he will be emphasizing on the affective intensities, when he shows people. There is a part when he focuses on someone's screen showing different spaces. Do you remember earlier? Come on, guys. Where he's focusing on here, when he shows different spaces, I think all the affective intensity parts should be in there. It shouldn't be a little bit here, a little bit at the end.
I see. And here with the girl, sorry, it would be interesting if he actually added her voice. I don't know if her voice is there, but it would be interesting if we could hear the you know, like. Yeah, now he's repeating stuff. I like. Now it doesn't really. These things don't really connect very well with one another. It's random environments. That's why I think you should emphasize on intensities and then interactivity, and then like have some sort of a little bit more structure, so that you don't show this random thing now. That's good. That's nice. Okay, I see. He wanted to show that he's showing the environments and people take off their things, but maybe he could show some effective intensities at the beginning and a couple at the end, but not the same stuff. Not the same stuff. I mean that he shows some aspects of the environment when people experiment with the computer in Alison's house and he focuses in. Maybe he should show different parts of the environment then and different parts of the environment now, because here he's just repeating himself. He showed this before.
Oh, yeah.
And he should emphasize on the intensities, like on the transition from one space to the other. Or I have another idea. Hold on. He shows the effective intensities of the parts that you know, going from one space to the other, and that you know, high level of Fiji that we're expecting. And then in this part, he could quickly go through from the beginning to the end. But here he doesn't really do that. He shows a few seconds of one space, a few seconds of the other space. He shows this. He shows a little bit of this, and then he goes into the tunnel, and then he goes there, and then he goes out, and then he goes to the elevator in the other scene. It's a little bit confusing. Maybe he can take us from the beginning to the end of its environment very quickly. Of both environments, very quickly. And then he shows this, which is nice. Like this is very nice here. I'm drinking coffee at the back. Anyway. This is nice. This is nice. And then at the end,
给他配个字幕。
okay, Jules is saying that's good. Yes, Martin, yes, that's nice. Make sure that people okay. Make sure that people know that they're talking about the Google Cardboard with these comments, because their comments are not for the Oculus. And here, before the end, he should have maybe both of the last scenes want to explore more. And then you take him to space. Like a black screen, want to explore more. You're in space. Or want to explore more, you're in the forest, or both. I'm not sure. He should see that. But just showing this, I think it's not as effective. And then okay, he has the okay. In the end, he could have it in the middle. It's fine, because that's the center thing. Now here, I don't know the way Eva, Swan, Leo, J,
Somebody has first name. Somebody
I think that, and they're in between the planets, and I'm not sure.
做成那种演员表上去吗？
可以做个那样的。
Maybe he could move this here and have
还是这样
everything
的好。
one
这样
below
的是好看，
one
但是
below
它
the
这个
other
名
rather
字要
than
改一下就是了。
try to fight with the planets, eh?
这样不好看，我觉得比演员表要好一点。
演员表人不够。
他把这个字条小一点，透明度降一下，然后字体改一下就好点。
And also here,
而且我不是演员，就是我觉得字从下
he
面往
says
上。
Dorothy Calogiani, Richard Cohen, Green Owen. It's Owen Green. Hi Green. How are you today? My name is with 2 N's, not 3. And I mean, okay, people call me Dorothy, but you can my like official name is Dorothea with EA.
Yeah.
But yeah.
字是出错的，反正
Dual experiments, not experience. And make sure that everything is correctly written. Okay. And make sure he sends you the original file. Like, does he work on Premiere or?
Yeah, there you go.
He should send you the actual Premiere file so that you can alter things. If something needs to be altered last minute, you cannot wait for him to wake up in China and
Good idea.
like there's a time difference. Okay, I think that's it. But overall, it was a good effort. I think that and if you try to like solve some of the things that we said, it will be really good. And and maybe we can add some of the stuff from tomorrow, the experimental setup and some of the experiments and your environment. Okay? Alright, that's done. You can send that to Lynn now.
Say something.
I'll keep
Haha,
this
that's
so
me.
I remember. Okay, documents.